を証明するときだ。争点。
水中言語。
この剣はわかるかい？股間奥義。さい。動くべ。
運命、ここにいでよ。
渚のリン。悪を見極め影を狩り尽くす。
運命が水面に映るのです。
形は精神と共にある。この剣はわかるかい？歌よ錦と。
これが運命です。
射撃準備。それしっかり立ってな。おとなしくしな。
運命の共鳴。
おやはっせよっやっ配れはっとさい。この剣はわかるかい？はっ潔白を証明するときだ。影を撃つ。ふむ、何時からの誘いであればよく。 呪言チョック呪言
突撃
天理チョーク
ジャスティス突撃
神道の権限律令
運命には逆らいません。運命頭突き奥ヒーローキック突撃行くよダイビングヒー
チョック律令はっ
剣女盤石
突撃ジャスティスいや君の負けだよジャスティスえい
呪言チョック呪言有限なる来
揺らぐことなし天道万象いざ
ジャスティス頭突き突撃くらえ
裁きの意雨描きがたし左右ルコ邪魔をするな争点悪を見極め影を狩り尽くす稲光すなわち永遠なりはっさっふっと見切りました歌よ錦となれそい邪悪を狩り撃つ影を撃つはっおとなしくしな光立ってな無我の境地はっはっこの剣はわかるかい雨描き悪を見極め影を狩り尽くす射撃準備てい光がなくとも聖者は正しき道を行く 律令呪言掃除の加護皆のために祈ろう。
ほっはいや
諦めなさい。降参しなさい。無駄な努力をやめ神道の権限迷える者よ。
痛いから我慢しろよ。
取るに足らないわ。さようなら。林野の永遠の安寧を皆に祝福あれ。直律令
はっいやいやいやはっ
諦めなさい。無駄な努力をやめたらその命いただいたわ。直有限なる大地月光のように。
はっいやいやたっ
That's so weird. Like, he had, like, no health. I have no clue. Whatever. Okay, so it's gonna be a boss next, and it's gonna be the big one. But I have two other Geos, along with Navia, so I should be good. Ooh, even showing them. I'll want her for later. Honestly, I don't really need Electro. So Raiden should be enough for there. I'll use Jonan now. And then, just do this. Okay, so Geo is King. So this will be a Navia. I don't know, how I was on the lead too. Then I would just need a good, so something like this. I could do Chiori.
天理チョーク難攻不落
ファッション私が定義する。無我の境地。やっ見切りました。
Okay, yeah, Furina will be really, really good for the last boss. Okay, so realistically, Albedo is probably the fuck, wrong one. So the wrong one. Albedo would be the best one for let's see. So I have a Barbara, so I don't really need a Kokomi. Honestly, Noelle would be kind of cool. She's not really that good, though. Actually, no, let's probably do this, because... Let's see, so I'm going to get 90 crystals from this to bump me up to 2005, or 205. I don't really need a companion at this point. Who do I have on my team? Okay, so for the final team, it will be... Okay, so we need a lot of Hydro. So for the final team, I could do... It's a lot of Hydro. I could do Navia, Shillinen, Fiorina, that. So I don't really need... Okay, so it's Navia. I don't know. I mean, maybe Varessa. No, I don't know. Like, honestly, Varessa might be better, but I think 2 Hydro should be fine. And Varesa doesn't really work well with Yelan. So yeah, let's just do that. Okay. So I have all the cast I need. I don't really need any Geo at this point. Oh, actually, yeah. It's... Who do I have? So, Navia... I can actually use Fiorina. I could use Fiorina and Shillanen once. Actually, let me just double check. Okay, I'm there. Yeah, so just one more battle. One more battle. So I could use Fiorina and Shillanen once. Honestly, I could do Varesa, Llama, Fiorina, and Shillanen. Oh, no, yeah, that would still work. Yeah, there'd be 2 patch elements for Shillanen. So I'm gonna fuck people up. These are too many people. Honestly, these are just better because of how these need a healer. These are Shillanen, so I could do. Well, those are kind of annoying though. These are big. These are big and are easier to kill. Because the problem with like the Hilitril is there's so fucking many of them usually when they spawn them because of how easy they are to kill. Okay, so it will be Varesa. Honestly, I could bring in her too. It'll be Varesa, Llama, Fiorina, and Shillanen. So I'm going to save Shillanen and Fiorina for the last one, but they can at least go one more time to make this easier too. God damn, her targeting was absolutely trash. She kept targeting the fucking little ones. I'm like, God damn it, stop. Attack the big one, please. But whatever, killed it in time. Okay, so I could swap up my Shillanen for a... Okay, who's gonna... Let's do this one. And let's give... I don't really need extra G. Do I need more Geo? Honestly, I probably could use more. It's a toughie. The resistance is cool. So the Geo, extra Geo would be kind of useful. Okay. So I could swap out Shillanen for Alchemy. Because then I would at least be able to manually layer on a lot of Hydro. I mean, it's Kokomi instead of Shillanen. But Shillanen, she has probably some Geo, not really that much. Those all Geo would pretty much be from Navia and the buff. But Shillanen has that resistance shred, which would be really good for everybody involved. Because... Okay. So I want to refresh. Wait. Oh no, 4 is the max. Okay, so I can't go higher than the max. So there's literally no point in either of these. Because I'm not going to bring in... Oh, it's only Geo, okay. Let's see, I'm not going to bring in... Well, I guess I'm... They're fire. Yeah, so I'm not going to bring in either of these, so it's whatever. Cool. And I can't do anything because I'm slightly low. Anyway, okay. Let's do this shit. Now I hope... Luckily I can also... Luckily I have Kokomi. So if the Navia Kokomi meta does not work, or the Navia Shilin meta doesn't work, I can always swap in Kokomi because I have her at least. In previous instances, I get absolutely screwed because I don't realize how important it is. You know, I don't realize how important complete lack of context. Complete lack of because like they're like, oh yeah, well Hydra has an advantage. Now even at this point, I'm not really sure how much of an advantage. I do know it goes into a Hydro state, or I mean, a Pyro state, where it basically just has a Pyro shield. But at least I am aware of. Oh fuck, bows have an advantage. Oh no, I do have a bow. Okay, that was absolute trash. I didn't realize it would go that and then be fucking basically invulnerable for a while. But still, managed to do it. Jesus Christ, that was annoying. I was like, it immediately goes bird form, flies into the air, and then moves around in the air. So I missed my first shot. I saw that it was more important. I knew it flew, but I thought it dived down more frequently. So when it was like, when it stayed up there doing nothing, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? But either way, still managed to do it because I had an amazing team. I mean, I saw that screenshot, that 500k for not. Yeah, there's my massive Navia nuke. That's always fun. Yeah, I did see that fighting against that boss, getting that defeated Bressa. Yes. Stacks it Ning Wong up for Ning Wong. Yeah, I could have pushed that. I probably could have gotten that one done. Like, he was super close, and I just basically stopped doing my rotation, thinking I could just finish him off. But that last, 1% of his health, took for fucking ever. So, oh yeah, there's my... Smart cast. No, I never used... Well, I guess I could. Actually, this would have been a perfect instance to use the supporting cast, because, yeah, miss. Oh yeah, of course. Of course the one I used Arataki Ito when I failed, and because... Oh shit, seriously? God damn it, that's fucking annoying. Basically, if I had redone 7... and tried a little harder, I would have had 9 and I would have gotten that free potion. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm not going to do it again. I didn't realize how well I was performing. I felt like it was going pretty smoothly. But I didn't realize I was going that well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I could have gotten the potion I think you get for doing 9, right? So that is unfortunate. Yeah, like I could have done the next 2 tiers and stuff. It's like, honestly, I've never really tried it, and I don't really need it. But yeah, I mean, I guess the cool thing is that if I had done the next 2 tiers, right, and Genchi, I don't give a shit. Like, I mean, no, sorry, that's not true. I do give a shit to a degree, right? It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate I didn't get it. You know, I was 1 off. I didn't realize how close I was. Wait, what? Oh, I see. I already learned. Oh, yeah. It's because I must have gotten them. Oh, yeah, I got them at the end of last month. So it's only been 30 days since then. I guess we haven't had a new patch. So I already bought these. I can buy some more. Yeah, mostly the ones I don't have are just dudes. And there's a few that I did get him, because I do like Xingqiu. I do use Xingqiu a lot. But, like, I have Kaveh. I don't have Ayato. I don't have Nuvalet. I have Gaming. I think, well, obviously, pretty much everyone does, because he's free. You just gave him away. So I do have some of these characters, but, like, I don't give a shit about them. It's like, who cares? And even, like, she's the only girl I haven't purchased. The only girl with a pose that I have not gotten their pose. But she's like, I mean, she's okay as a character. I just don't particularly care about her, because, like, I'm not really a big animo DPS guy. Like, because I don't have the main animo DPS. I don't have Wanderer, who is, like, the one introduced at the same time as Farazan. So I don't really have a main animo DPS. Like, I have a Hazo. I could use Hazo with Farazan to have her boost Hazo's damage. But I tried using Hazo. I say I tried. I had a 4-star team with him. I had, like, Hazo, Chi-Chi, Kaya, and Zhengling. So the team 4 stars, and I was it was taking me a while to kill, like, the Fontaine marionettes boss. It's just taking a little while. Whereas, like, for my other classes, like, my Kaching team would just, like, destroy it in 10 seconds. But it was, like, a team of all 5 stars. So, obviously it's going to perform worse, and maybe if I had a Hazo with a team of other 5 stars, he could have performed better. Oh, no, I have Chaska. I guess I do have a Chaska. So Chaska would kind of work. The only problem is that, actually, it's not really a problem, honestly. Because, like, the only issue is that, like, her burst, like, goes around in a circle, and you kind of have to make sure you hit them. So I could try for it if I really wanted to. Okay. And then let me pick up my keys. This is the only reason I do Imaginarium Theater. For these keys. That's it. That's why I only do 10, because I only need to do 10. I don't need to do the higher level difficulty. Although, to be fair, I could have done it this time. Like, that is the kind of annoying thing, is that previous ones were actually kind of tough. And were rough, because, like, the synergy between the elements wasn't really amazing, and the buffs they provide weren't super cool. But this one actually did some really cool buffs that really made things really pop off. So I did a really good job, but the problem is you don't know how easy the teams will be, because you don't know what characters you're going to get, which definitely does affect things, and then how well the buffs will perform. And in this time, the buffs performed really well, and I was able to do really well. But, let's see, there should be 4 keys, right? I should have 4 right now. Yes, I do. Cool. So, the only Envisioned Echo I do not have is Deluxe. However, oh wait, no, we just got a... Wait, fuck. No, we just got a patch, didn't we? We just got a patch for her. And so in 12 days and 5 hours, basically 2 weeks from yesterday. So it'll be 5 weeks, essentially, before we get the next patch. And the next patch would be the next time they add an Envisioned Echo. But in 5 weeks, it'll be December. Which means, okay, so that's interesting. So that basically means is that when Envisioned Echoes when Imaginarium resets in 2 days, I'll be able to get another set of 2 keys, and to make sure I don't overcap on my keys, to make sure I don't overcap on them, I will have to get Diluc's Echo. In fact, that's the reason I got Chi-Chi's Echo too, is that they didn't introduce, because up until this point, they basically made sure that that they were introducing new envisioned echoes by the time people had run out of keys. Or by the time people had enough keys to get all envisioned echoes, the next patch would have a new set. Basically, that's how it was. So if you had burnt your keys the second you got them, if you had burnt the keys the second you got them, like, oh, you got a set of 2 keys and you bought an envisioned echo and you just did that for every single character, it's like working from start to finish. Basically, up until, I think it was like, maybe not May, maybe June, but basically, up until June, for like a good 6-month period, they introduced new envisioned echoes at a rate that you could just spend your keys perfectly, because they give you 2 envisioned echoes. They do it 2 at a time. They do it in pairs, which means you need 4 keys, which means you need 2 months. Now, that doesn't work exactly with the patch cycle, because patch cycle is every 1.5 months, 6 weeks. But basically, that means you just need to introduce an envisioned echo in patch 1. Don't introduce one in patch 2. Introduce one in patch 3, and you should be all good, because you're introducing a total of 4 over these 3 patches, and these 3 patches will cover 4 months. Or no, maybe even more than that. There's not 4 months, because it would be 4.5. Because 2 patches would be 3. 2 patches would be 3 months. So if you only I guess you'd be fine. I have to do the math, but either way. But yeah, so either way, basically, they could time it. They could be like, okay, we're gonna release a new envisioned echo at this patch, have a 1 patch break, release a new one, have a 1 patch break. They could do it every other patch, and I think that would cover it, basically. And maybe they would end up with a little more, but you could figure out the exact cadence of how many envisioned echoes per how many patches you would need to release, and then set up a rotation. But either way, basically, they had been introducing it. So by the time I had 4 keys, and at this point I had not used an envisioned echo on Diluc or Chi-Chi, and Diluc obviously is still empty. But basically, by the time it was like, oh, I have 4 keys, and they didn't introduce a new set of envisioned echoes this patch, and I have an Imaginarium theater I can do with this patch, and I have 4 keys, so I have to unlock one just so I have so I can get more keys. So that's why I got Chi-Chi. And then they introduced an envisioned echo for the next patch, and so I just continued on. But now here we are again. I have max keys now. Next month, in November, I'm going to get another set of keys that I cannot spend. I have to redeem. I have to redeem within a month, or else I lose them, I think. And so if I don't redeem them, I'm kind of screwed. So I'll basically when November hits, I'm going to redeem Diluc's one, get Diluc's envisioned echo, and then get the keys for November. And then if the following patch has new envisioned echoes, I can instantly buy both of them, and then I'll be able to recover 2 keys from the month that patch comes out. But either way, it's like, yeah, I feel like they were doing it at a cadence where they would always have new ones. Whenever you would never cap on your keys, because you always have a new envisioned echo to buy if you had started from the very beginning and done the max rewards every single month. Now, it could be they did this intentionally, because they knew, oh, well, what happens if you if you fall behind, What happens if you aren't able... What happens if you, miss a month, right? Well, then, if they're constantly releasing new keys at a pace that you just can't keep up with, And that would kind of suck, too. Okay, so, yeah, I have to double check my weapons. Because last battle pass, I was like, oh, okay. Because like if I look at this, I look at the battle pass, and I'm like, oh, I want to claim all, right? This thing, oh, it has 5. I don't know, it's so weird, because like last time, either that or I fucked up myself. Because it does show them all. Maybe, I could have sworn it didn't have one. I'm like, oh, it didn't have it maxed, so I was like, oh, okay, I'll get another one, so that I fucked myself. Now maybe I just properly fucked myself. Okay, so it could be that I moved the cursor and maybe pressed X a little too quick. Yes, base attack, crit rate, Sunfire arrow, or hey, this one. Think about pyro after being affected by pyro. Being affected by hydro. Wait, what? Like, that's the thing, is that pyro makes, like, pyro, you can do this, I think, because, like, Bennett afflicts people. If you're standing in Bennett's burst area, you are afflicted by pyro, so you could get a... But the interesting thing is the hydro, cryo, electro, and dendro. Now, hydro is actually really easy to apply to yourself because Barbara does it, and that's why she was such a pain in the ass to use early on, because she would constantly, anytime you needed her skill, to use her skill to heal yourself, she'd apply wet to herself, and then if you swap to party members, which you'd usually want to do, to have them be healed as the active party member, they would also now be wet, and so any cryo hilichurls or cryo abyss mages would freeze you. It was so fucking annoying. It was also made it really annoying to explore when it was raining, because if you come across any cryo enemies, you could easily get fucked, which really sucks. Okay. Well, I'll get this one, because this one's generically fine. But anyway, so yeah. So that's kind of a weird one. I had no clue. Like, I assume it's probably something to do with, like, oh, actually... Where's the bow? Did I level that bow? I think I might have leveled it. There it is. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, maybe I hit the wrong button then. Yeah. Yeah, so now I have an extra weapon. I actually did fuck up the same thing on the first battle pass too. I got an extra black sword. I don't know what happened to it. Did I just destroy it? Just to get out of my inventory? Because I know I got a second one. And that's why I was always a week behind. So I actually expect... Okay, so I'm 2 behind. I'm 2 behind, so this will be 4. This will be 4. So in 5 more battle passes, I expect them to release a new set of battle pass weapons. Because that's exactly what they did. Basically, they released the first set of battle pass weapons, and basically 25 patches later, they introduced a new set of battle pass weapons. Because there's 5 weapons, and you can get them to rank 5. So basically, they introduced new weapons. Second, someone who had been buying a battle pass every single patch, by the time they would max out something, by the time they'd R5 every single battle pass weapon, the next patch, they introduced a new one. I was always one step behind because I had an extra black sword because I accidentally clicked it. So it was like button mashing X, and the black sword was the first weapon, so it just redeemed it immediately. And I was like, fuck. The spear isn't terrible. It's a pretty good spear. It's a pretty versatile, relatively speaking, versatile spear. Where is that spear? Fjord. Here it is. So, increase crit rate, cool. Elemental mastery increased by 120 with 3 elemental types. So yeah, sure. Having a party with all different elements, super easy. Because it only has to be 3, right? You could have 2 hydro. So as long as you just don't do it 2 and 2. So basically, one resonance max. You know, as long as you don't have more than one elemental resonance, you're in the clear. And you get 120 elemental mastery, which is doubled when you R5 this. So it goes up to 240. And 240 is an insane amount. See, here is next. 240 is an insane amount of elemental mastery. Like, that's really, really good. So, like, that would be a really good Flynn weapon as an example. Now, I think, obviously, his weapon's going to be better. And maybe even the Nod Cry one. So, attack percent. Hard to tell, right? So this is basically increased hydro. So at least increased electrocharge, which is hydro-electro reaction. So increasing that by 50%. And then all lunar charge damage increased by 24%. Now I assume these stack. So I assume a lunar charge is also considered electrocharge. So I assume for the sake of this is like a 75% bump in lunar charge / electrocharge damage, which is fine. It's a good bump. I think that's probably what Flynn's main source of damage is. But increasing elemental mastery also does a bump. Now, increasing elemental mastery will not boost electrocharge that much, I don't think. Like, let's see, she's at 600, right? So what's her? Where's lunar charge? 146. Electrocharge. What? Oh, I see. What? Jesus Christ. Yeah, the electrocharge. Electrocharge is 389. So let's see. Who's about 240 above her? She's 640. 240 would be 880. 880. Below it. It's kind of close. So she's higher. So the question is, I mean, that's 100. That's over 100. So the other one was like 3-something. 300% electrocharge bonus. So 240. She still has slightly more, but even still, that's over 100. And then lunar charge is 196, and hers is 196 versus. So it's a 60% increase in lunar charge. I mean, it's 146. 146 versus 196. So it's a 50% bump. So it's already double the bonus the spear would get. Now it's a little difficult too because the spear is an attack percent spear. So the attack percent will increase the base damage, your base damage anyway, in addition to then giving a modifier. So it's hard to say like what the base damage plus the increase in damage, is that worth it? Either way, the thing is the spear is still pretty good. And I'm sure some mappies will go through and like evaluate it and be like, oh, actually, yeah, that spear is actually that good. You know, the spear actually is. Oh fuck! I haven't done that event at all. Fuck. Oh, 3 days. Oh my god. Well, let me just go to the quest. Fuck it. Let's. Oh, multiplayer shipwreck. What's that from? It's another event. Okay, well, let's at least unlock this so I know what the fuck's going on. Go to quest. Where are you? Oh, you're back here again. Interesting. Oh, I see. So it's basically a race. You indwell in one of the Saurians and do a race. There was a bunch of these events, a bunch of these like puzzles, not really puzzles, but a bunch of these type of um, events in the open world. It was like, yeah, we're actually even rated you too. It was like, oh yeah, you had various ranks. It wasn't that many, but it was like, yeah, you go to this location. You either use a character that can do the same ability as a Saurian. So for the little plesiosaur like this, you could use Kachina or Shillinen, who both can use their ability to go across the same surfaces as the Saurian does. But generally, it's just better to do the Saurian because uh, the amount of phlogiston that the character would use is constantly draining, and you have a cooldown on stuff, whereas Saurians, would basically be able to use the ability forever and never really have to worry about it. But yeah, there was a bunch of these. I think there was one for each tribe. There might have been more than one too. I can't remember. But then we've also, I think, done like those are the proper ones that were like, oh yeah, here's a ranking from C to SS. This is interesting. Okay, so this seems like this is actually a lot more involved. It's not a simple race. I was thinking it would kind of just be like the same thing, where it's like, oh yeah, we have this path from this location now indwell, because basically all you did was you indwelled and then you just went through the entire track. So it seems like there is a bit of a swapping that you do between you and the Saurian. So it's not like you indwell and then stay in the Saurian the entire time. Oh wait, it's more. There's another tier. Oh, how the fuck did I miss that? Oh wait, do I have to? Wait, can I? I don't think I can do that, right? I can't use this to. Can I use this to get my shit back, or do I have to? Fuck. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So basically, if I want to continue, Oh! Okay, so even then I still need to come over. That's fucking stupid. So, I thought it was like, oh, you're done if you get both. But it's like, no, you still have to bring both guys over. I mean, it's interesting. I like puzzle stuff in general, so that's... I've already been doing this for an hour. Okay, well, now that I know what it is, and it should actually be pretty simple, and it's enjoyable, right? The only complaint I have is just the fact that you have to bring both the Saurian and the player over. So, yeah, that's... Like, I get it. It's not like, oh, it's a cooperative thing. But, like, for that first event, I mean, especially because I don't really know, you know, they could have said, oh, yeah, by the way, make sure both of you go. Because, like, they said, oh, yeah, if any one of you die, you spawn at the latest resurrection. I'm like, well, I found a new resurrection one. Can you, like, you would think that they would just have the Saurian spawn right then and there. It's like, oh. But then the fact that you have to also bring your companion to the final stage as well is like, oh, okay, I guess. Oh, I see, I need to... Okay, so this will be going up stuff or under stuff. This will be that one. These will be kind of annoying, I'm pretty sure. These actually will probably be annoying too. This should... Oh. That's probably annoying. Honestly, the only ones I don't really like using the Saurians for the most part. Either way. Actually, I only need 3 coins. I don't even need all 6. It's fine. It's just because the movement is a little... It depends. Sometimes, like, the movement is fine out in the open world, and actually that's kind of like the issue I'm having with Do It Night Abyss as well, is that, like, I thought movement was really fun and interesting in the open world, but then I started, like, getting to some of the puzzles they had involved, where it's like, oh, you have to race, you have to follow this thing and race and go as fast as you can and, like, jump on these platforms really quickly to continue, which really sucked because the movement was a little too fast and loose for precision. And so it's fine in the open world. You don't really need precision. You can just fuck around and bounce around and stuff. But when it's like, oh no, you have to be here, then here, then here, very precise movements, that's not great. And so that's kind of like the same thing for Saurians. Saurians aren't really that good at it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it now. I will be back on later today. Since I'm pretty much giving up and Do It Night Abyss, so I'll actually be continuing normal games now. So I might pop in and do Borderlands 4. I might pop in and do some Final Fantasy. Probably Final Fantasy, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.